tell us a little bit about your career journey. How did that start? What did that look like?
Yes, absolutely. So, my journey has it's been an interesting one. So, I do have a background in diversity recruiting for a number of different companies, but I got my professional start at an HBCU. So I graduated from Spelman College and HBCU.
Xavier.
All right. I went to school at Spelman and graduated and moved to New York immediately after undergrad and wanted to pursue my career in the media industry. And at the time, I was very passionate about pursuing a career in public relations and was very wet behind the ears, just excited, thought that I was going to move to New York and experience this Sex in the City kind of lifestyle, but I was not making Sex in the City type money.
Uh-huh.
I was definitely, it was a tough experience in New York. I worked really long hours in my early career at NBC Universal. I worked at MSNBC in corporate communications and had 16, 18-hour days, learned a lot about politics and got an opportunity to really take a look at what fulfilled me and what didn't. And I think that a lot of people of color, a lot of just people in general have these defining moments in their career where they realize, is this it? Like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing with my life? Am I really happy? And I had a lot of those moments, but at the time, I think I was just pretty shallow in my career, and I was so obsessed with having the big name companies on my resume. And that kind of took priority over my mental health and well-being. So it took me 2 PR internships and 2 full-time PR jobs to realize that PR just wasn't a good fit for me. So I moved on to a new opportunity at Nickelodeon, where I was a corporate communications coordinator. And I was actually let go from my job about 2 months after I stepped into that role. And for me, that was my defining moment. And I wasn't just let go, like I was fired from the job. And that's something that I think a lot of people aren't very transparent about. And I love talking about that part of my journey because it was honestly the best thing that could have ever happened to me in my career. It sucked to not have an income and to be in, one of the most expensive cities, actually probably the most expensive city in the country. But I spent some time really redefining myself and taking a look at what I wanted and what really made me happy. So when I was at NBC, I had a rotation in the PAGE program where I worked in Campus to Careers, which is essentially their internship program. And I worked a lot with the diversity recruiting teams and, kind of seeking out HBCU students and HSI students to get them into the company. And that was a moment in my career where I really was just happy. I could see the difference that I was making in people's lives. And I was filled up by being able to give people advice on how to navigate their careers, especially in the first kind of 1 to 3 years in the working world. So I said, I'm not going back to comms. My next step is going to be in a different direction in a new city. I'm coming back to Atlanta. And I ended up getting a campus recruiting role at Turner Broadcasting, which is now Warner Media. And I spent actually a little over 2 years there leading recruitment efforts across technology, corporate, and production areas of the organization. And I had a lot of exposure with building out diversity recruitment partnerships and programs that really fueled our pipeline of diverse talent into the company. And so that's where I kind of found my niche. And in the process, I was unofficially consulting people in their own careers. So I started out by just having a little resume writing and LinkedIn side hustle where I was helping with branding in that space. And I decided to make a business out of it. And so in 2017, I created the Career Reset course, which is my signature career coaching program for Black professionals, to really help them hit the next level in their careers. And it caters to the full experience that we have as Black folks at work, right?
It's different.
It's different. It's unique, different. Right? And so here we are, 2020, that program has grown significantly and has helped tons of people to earn more money and land new roles. So I transitioned into my business full time September of 2019.